I'm fascinated with genealogy. My brother's been doing my mother's side of the family, and believe it or not, he's got back to 1387.
Well, it's kind of overwhelming. We've already run out of leaflets halfway through the whole thing. So there are hundreds of people coming looking for information. There seems to be a great thirst for information about family history. But I'm surprised at how, the gentleman who just talked to you is very well informed. He knows a lot about his family history. He's gone quite far back. A lot of people don't even know, for example, about the census records that we have online, 1901 and 1911, or don't know about the General Register Office, births, deaths and marriages, or don't know about parish records. So we're identifying a kind of gap in communications that we need to get this message out more to the general public in Ireland, that they can track their family history.
I'm going to be talking about what's happening with genealogy in the coming years. Particularly what our company is doing is we're involved in digitising in the region of 25 to 30 million records. So I'm going to be talking about what those records are, things like court records, the Land of the State Court, prison registers, the activities during the War of Independence, trying to flesh out the bones of somebody's family history so it's not just simply when people lived and died, what they actually did.
Looking for a man called Solomon O'Boyle.
Okay.
It's quite early, it's in 1800.
Went back through my mother's family back to Mayo, and through them what other people have done, research people have done on the internet. So I was able to find that and collaborate with them a bit, and now I'm here with Roots Ireland.
Roots Ireland is a website that's bringing together the records of all the county-based genealogy centres on the island of Ireland. So we have 27 member centres who have made their data available online. We would have the earliest records of births, deaths and marriages in Ireland on our site. We have the majority of the Catholic parish registers for Ireland, which are the main source for people who want to trace their ancestry in Ireland.
So great feedback, great interest. A lot of people have said they haven't even heard of Irish Roots magazine before, so we hope that the show will change all that. But we're definitely very inspired by all the interest, and the feedback has been very positive.
Huge interest in the genealogy side of things here, and it's good stuff. We're getting a lot of stories about people getting back to the mid-1700s and all with their family trees. So,
well, I think it's absolutely fantastic. The turnout has been brilliant. We've actually been run off our feet in terms of from the very first opening of the doors yesterday right through to 7 o'clock, and already the hits on our website have gone up enormously. Even over last night there have been people logging on, registering.
Getting an email the odd time telling people, oh yeah, this is great, that's great. Talking to somebody now
face to face, so it's a great event.
Oh, it's great.
Well, it's very busy so far. They opened the doors at 12 o'clock and we've been going all that time. So a continuous number of inquiries in relation to tracing family history, just looking at newspapers, maybe how to apply for a reader's ticket. So a whole range of inquiries. It's been fantastic.
Very good. There's lots and lots of people coming out. We're quite surprised. We've sold an awful lot of our booklets and hopefully get some new members as well, so we're really pleased with it. Who do you think the war has just revolutionised interest in genealogy? So this is why there's so many people. If you'd have done this 10 years ago, Irish people really wouldn't have been interested in genealogy. If you mentioned genealogy to them, they'd say, no, Americans. But now Irish people are now interested in genealogy, particularly as there's so many sources now online from which to actually gather information. So yes.
Very good, very detailed. It covered a huge amount of information on genealogy and the progress that has been made, particularly online, and what is to come, which is even more exciting.
Brian, extremely well done. Seems to be well received. How did it go for you?
It's very good. I mean, it's great to see the numbers. We were packed. I mean, people are in the corridor beside it. I mean, it's just huge numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, these are as big numbers as you ever get in the biggest shows anywhere else in the world.
Absolutely a great event. We're very, very pleased. There's a number of callers to our stand. Our stand at the moment is very, very busy.
Absolutely.
And we have a small base of members, but we are increasing our membership by the hour here. People are coming with their questions, people are taking membership forms, taking our monthly gazette, and are anxious to join our society.
People come to me usually after they found some of their family on the census and they wonder what the next step is. So I can guide them through that research process, or I can help people research their family from scratch.
Well, Glasnevin Trust manages 5 cemeteries across the city of Dublin. We've been burying people from 1828, so we've a huge resource of history because we've recorded all of these people. So lots of people who are looking for family members or grandparents or great-grandparents can come to us, look through our records and find out all sorts of information about them.
I love the event. The event was fantastic because it gives us an opportunity just to tell the people what we've been doing for years. It's just one of my personal passions, and the satisfaction that we give to people comes back to me because they express that satisfaction, and therefore it makes it a work of art and love, actually.
Deborah from findmypast.co.uk, you've got a man here who's looking for
William Richardson.
And what details, has this been an ongoing search for you?
Yeah, for years.
Okay, yeah, and what are you up to? What info have you got?
Well, this is what I've been after, his service records in, he was in the Royal Artillery.
Royal Artillery. And you've got it here today.
Yeah, this is the original image, and this is a project that Find My Past has completed in conjunction with the UK National Archives. We've actually been to their archives in London. We've filled every single page of the records, and you can see we've got them on computer here, so this gentleman can actually see the image in colour.
So this is bingo for you. It's a bingo. You've got there.
Just won the lotto.
Super. Okay, so what do you know now?
I know when he started, his service number, the regiment he was in. I can find all sides of records now, what medals he was, by that information now I can find what medals he was awarded and things like that. And on it shows, in this it shows where he served. I knew he served in Gibraltar, but I hadn't got the dates. But now I can get into different websites as well and search for the dates and all that sort.
So this has been hugely important for you. So brilliant. So you've put this together today.
Oh yeah.
Listen, thanks so much for your time, and you've enjoyed the event?
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Thank you. It's day 2.
Day 2.
The event.
Another good day.
Another good day.
Yeah, another day when we've met a lot of lovely people, and yes, it's been a successful event for us.
Wanted to catch you at your stand, which is a very, very busy stand.
It is indeed.
It is indeed, and you've been slogging away there. You've got a great amount of interest around your stand.
It has. It's been really interesting, and in fact, I think people have been getting up and going away because
the queue.
Have a roundtable discussion on Daniel O'Connell with some key speakers, and that's attracted a lot of interest. And it looks as if the genealogy aspect is held up and that people are more and more interested in the subject.
It's been very good for us. We've had a lot of people coming to see our stand and a lot of interest in what we do.
At the moment, the ladies are just looking up a birth record, and June Reunited we have about 650 million records, million names, sorry, in the site, and the ladies at the moment are just looking up a birth of one of their ancestors.
He's an Irish soldier that was in the English Army.
It's going very well. We're just putting in the information now, and we're hoping something's going to pop up here.
There are 2 parts of the Irish Times service. One is the actual archive. That's the archive of the newspaper. Now that's searchable online. The searches are free, and then there's a paying element if you find an article you want to hold on to. And then there's the Irish Ancestors service, which aims to be a complete guide to how to go about researching your ancestors, what records there are, what dates they cover, where they are, what maps, what gravestone transcripts, what estate records, the whole thing.
Well, I want to find out information about a lady called Isabel Serrage, who is my great-great-grandmother, and she's allegedly Spanish, and that's proving to be a difficulty because there's not any records about her. So I want to try and find information about how you find out about your exotic ancestor. Her 2 brothers, this lady's brothers, were in Belfast, and there's a stand down there about finding ancestors who lived in the north, so that's been useful.
So I just thought, well, maybe coming to the show today, I could meet with other people on the stands. I've got a couple of names now in my bag, which are free. I can go on the website, I can find my family history. I've got to the 3rd generation, like way down to my, say, great-great-grandfather, and they all came from Ballybuffet, County Donegal.
And you were here yesterday, and you're back today.
I'm back again today, yeah.
There's a lot of information to be had. We would have some information ourselves, but any address we can get is always a help because you can look into it and you might come up blank. I mean, you might find something too.
Absolutely. First of all, it's so exciting that there's going to be so much online, that you don't need to drag yourself over to the archives or the National Library. I didn't realise how many records there were dating back that are now going to be available, where I could trace my family back through court records, prison records, land records that they mentioned. I just found it mind-blowing. I thought it was wonderful.
It's great to have all the different exhibitors in the one place, because when you're searching for stuff, you can get a bit kind of lost in the jungle of paperwork and organisations and websites. So it's very good to have everyone in the one place at the one time.
About the early 1800s, I think I found one person just the late 1700s.
It's been very good. I've come here to see if I can find out any information to what I've been researching for 20 years.
We're just looking for a relative of this gentleman here, buried in Glasnevin.
I really came here to start and then trying to find out the family roots, and so far it has been absolutely fantastic, particularly the work of the lady in the census office. I think there was an hour-long presentation there, and she was really wonderful in terms of pointing us in the right direction. And all the details on what you can get on the census is really unreal.
I went into the 1911 census in 1901, so I've got the basic family heritage. But the National Archives lady, she gave us a lot more information on it.
Okay. What's your opinion of this event?
Fantastic.